Skimble Shanks, the railway cat, the cat on the railway train.
You could say that by and large it was me who was in charge of the sleeping car express. From the driver and the guards to the bagman playing cards, I'd supervise them all, more or less.
Down the corridor he paces and examines all the faces of the travelers in the first and the third. He establishes control by a regular patrol, and he'd know at once if anything occurred. He would watch you without winking, and he saw what you were thinking, and it's certain that he didn't approve of hilarity and riot, so the folk were very quiet when Skimble was about another move. You could lay no rest with Skimble Shanks. He's a cat that cannot be ignored, so nothing went wrong on the Northern Mail when Skimble Shanks was on.
It was very pleasant when they found their little den with the name written up on the door. And the bed was very neat with a newly folded sheet and not a speck of dust on the floor. There was every sort of light, you could make it dark or bright, and a button you could turn to make a breeze, and a funny little basin you're supposed to wash your face in, and a crank to shut the window should you sneeze. Then the guard would in politely and would ask you very brightly, do you like your morning tea?
We go strong!
But I was just behind him and was ready to remind him, for Skimble won't let anything go wrong.
When they crept into their cozy berths and pulled up the counter bay, they all would reflect it was very nice to know that they wouldn't be bothered by mice. They could leave all that to the railway cat, the cat on the railway train. Skimble Shanks, the railway cat, the cat on the railway train.
They were fast asleep at Crewe, and so they never knew that I was walking up and down the station. They were sleeping all the while I was busy at Carlisle, where I met the station master with elation. They might see me at Dumfries if I summoned the police. If there was anything they ought to know about,
When they got to Gallowgate,